Hi, my name is Chris. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing Leetcode problem number 258, add digits with JavaScript. This is an easy problem. This is given an integer num, repeatedly add all its digits until the result only has one digit and return it. Okay, so basically we're given this input num, which is 38. Our output's going to be 2. We're getting this because the process is we're going to take 3 plus 8, add them together, you get 11, right? Since it's not one digit, then we're going to take 11 and we're going to add those two digits, 1 plus 1, and we get 2. So once we have 2, we go ahead and return it. Example 2 is just saying if you have just a single digit, go ahead and return it. Okay, let's go over to CodePen and figure this out. So result is 2. Okay, let's create our function. Call it func for now. I'm going to return num for now, and then we're going to console.log functions so we can see what's going on here. And we should see num. We do. Okay, so first thing we want to do is, like we said, if it's only one digit, we're just going to go ahead and return it. So we can right off the bat just say if num is less than 10. Oh, by the way, this is important too. Num is never going to be less than 0, so we can get away with just saying less than 10. We're just going to go ahead and return num. So if this was 3, we would get 3. Yep. Oh, just to make sure this is working correctly, let's get rid of this return statement too. Okay, cool. Let's go back to 38. All right, so the next thing we need to do is we need to create an array with each individual digit, right? So we're going to say let array, use the string keyword here, turn that into a number, and then we're going to use the split method. Now we should have an array of each digit. And we do. Notice it is a string, so that's not what we want, but we'll deal with that moving forward. I'll show you in a second. So now we're going to create an array called numArray. Set it to an empty array. And then we're going to create a variable called sum. I'm going to set it to 10. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to push each string number into numArray as a number, and then we're going to use the reduce method on that array. We're going to wrap this all in a while loop, by the way. We're going to use the reduce method to loop through the numArray and get the sum of its digits. Then we're going to, and when we do, we're going to reassign that to sum, right? So first time through the while loop, sum is going to become 11. Then we need to, well, let's just go ahead and do this before I'm talking too much. So we'll say while sum, and let me comment that out so we don't create an infinite loop. So while sum is greater than 9, we're going to do is we're going to say array.map. So we're going to loop through the array, right, which is that. Call variable string and arrow function. Now we can push into our num array number, oops, the number keyword, number string. Okay. So this is just going to loop through the array, and in num array now we're going to see the numbers 3 and 8, right? Then we're going to reassign sum to the sum of its digits, and to do that we're going to use the reduce method, excuse me. So we got two variables here, total and num. Here's our arrow function. We're going to set our initial value of total to 0. And then, so this is just going to loop through num array, which is going to be the numbers 3 and 8, which we established here. And then basically each time for each number, we're going to add to total to 0 the num, right? So at the end of the first iteration of this loop, sum is now going to be 11, right? So that is greater than 9, so the while loop is going to happen again. But before that happens, what we need to do is we need to redefine array. So we need to split. So on that first iteration, it's going to be 11. We need to split. Basically, we just need this. As opposed to defining this time, we're just going to be reassigning it, right? So now you're going to have an array with 1 and 1. And then we just need to empty our num array. So we just reassign it to an empty array. Okay. So what's going to happen here, right? So we start off with 38. It's greater than 10. So then we come down here, we split up 38 into an array, so then we have 3 and 8. We initialize an empty array from num array, and we initialize sum to be 10. Come this while loop, it says sum, this is going to execute while sum is greater than 9, currently is. So we've got 3 and 8 strings in our array. We're going to loop through that, and we're going to push the number 3 and 8 into num array. So now we've got the numbers 3 and 8 in num array. Come down here and reassign sum to num array reduce total num, right? So this is going to loop through num array, and it's going to say 0 plus 3 is 3, and then 0 plus 3 is 3, and then 3 plus 8 is 11, right? Then we come down here, we're going to take that, we're going to reassign the array to hold on a second. Yep, okay, cool. I screwed that up. That should be sum, right? So we're going to reassign the array to split up the sum as a string. So now array is now going to be string 1 and 1. We empty the num array, and then we execute this again. So now we're going to go through array, which is 1 and 1 as a string. I'm going to push into num array, which is empty, the numbers 1 and 1, and then we run the reduce method on that. 1 plus 1 is 2, and then that is, oops, wait a minute. Oh, that is going to be less than 9, so we don't do the while loop again, and sum is now 2, so we just return sum. And we should be good. Let's test it out. Great, 2. Let's go ahead and copy this. Go back to Leetcode. Paste it in. Cool. I'm just going to go ahead and submit it. Fantastic. So not the fastest algorithm, but it works. All right, hopefully you found this helpful and enjoyed it. If you did, please like and subscribe to my channel. See you again real soon.